I'm about a week 38, and this is the 14th of September until the 20th. And for this week, I'm using a dog collection because I'm literally looking after dogs the entire week. So it just matched really nicely. I had this collection from Photoplay that I've used a lot of the stickers for, as you can see, but I had all the cutter parts left, so I was sort of on a mission to get this used up, because it's quite an older collection. I think I got it back when I first started buying these sort of collections, and obviously I've got quite a few animal collections. So this week, Sunday, we were coming home from Ibiza, so we got back into Manchester round about 1:30, I think, and then we jumped on a train and we got home maybe about 5ish. So we just got ourselves sorted, and I tried to unpack and get some washing done because I was going back to work on Monday. But then Tuesday I was heading over to my friend's house, and I was going to be dog sitting her dog and her brother's dog until Saturday. So I was literally staying 2 nights at my own house and then moving out for 4 nights to go and look after her dogs. So I had to unpack all my stuff from my Ibiza, get myself sorted and repack to go and stay at my friend's house for 4 days. So the first photo at the top is just a picture of Mango. She's always super, super clingy when we come back from holiday. And this was her, well, this was me trying to go to sleep, and she just wants to sit like tucked into my shoulder. So yeah, it's just super cute. So I wanted to include that one. And then the rest of the photos are pretty much of everyone else's dogs. So I do have a washi tape that has the rest, relax and repeat sort of words constantly written across it, and it's just like a dark blue, and there's quite a lot of blue on this layout, so I thought that would match quite nicely. I don't use it too much because I feel like there's not that much space for it to go, but I just like the fact that it matches. And honestly, this week I really was just chilling because I wasn't even in my own house. I couldn't do any sort of housework, anything like that. I took all my scrapbook and stuff with me, and I just tried to catch up on my wedding albums, so I really was just relaxing really. So on, as I said, the Tuesday, I packed up and got myself over to my friend's house, and then I was working from hers on Tuesday, but I was off work Wednesday, Thursday. So I sort of made the effort to literally do nothing. I took the dog out for a long walk and things, got myself some lunch, and just stayed at home and scrapbooked, which was really nice. So I did actually get through my second wedding album. I've got some little bits to do, but I should get that finished by the end of this week, or end of next week when this goes out. So yeah, I'm excited to sort of move on to different things, because obviously the wedding album's sort of taken over my life the last sort of 2 months and more really, but I really wanted to get it done. So yeah, I'm excited to move on with that. So there is some pictures of me scrapbooking coming later. But the 2 photos in the middle, my friend actually got me a really lovely present, her and her brother. So they went off to Turkey with their whole entire family, and their original dog sitter couldn't do it in the end, so that's why I stepped in. But they got me a really lovely present and some money to get some food and stuff like that, which you really didn't need to do. Like, I'm more than happy to dog sit, like I love dogs, so I was more than happy to do it. But they got me a really nice present, so I wanted to include that. And then the picture beside that, obviously, is the 2 dogs. So they are Nova and Luna. Nova is the cream coloured one. I think she is Shih Tzu? I'm not too sure, actually, thinking about it. But then Luna is a Dachshund, so like a sausage dog, and they're so incredibly cute. They're only, I don't know, 1.5 years old or something like that. They're less than 2 years, so they're really cute, and they just really get on, and they're just happy with each other's company. So they were a pleasure to look after. So I've included the 2 cutter parts that says Happy Woof Day, and then I love that one that says Eat, Sleep, Play, Fetch, Repeat, just to go next to those. Then the picture that's going to go down the bottom is a picture of me attempting to scrapbook. So they would just love the paper. Like, Luna was just sitting in my lap looking at me what I was doing all the time, and Nova just enjoyed sitting on all the paper as well, so I had to keep sliding it from underneath her. But I thought that was really cute, so I wanted to include those. And then I absolutely love this picture of Luna. I took it, she was wanting me to play with her toy, and she just brought it to me, and she just looks so cute. She's got the most loveliest blue eyes. They're really sort of dazzling. They're so cute. But Luna was utterly adorable. I'd not met her before. I'd met Nova obviously a few times before, but I'd never met Luna. But she really enjoyed her cuddles and everything, so she was a real cutie. So yeah, I loved and enjoyed taking photos of them and sending them to my friend and things like that, which she appreciated. So yeah, that was this part of the week. As I said, I really did not do too much apart from sort of get my life sorted. I did do a few admin bits whilst I was at her house. So I got some bits sorted for the holidays. It's actually Joe's birthday coming up, so I was sorting things for that. And I did want to catch up on some TV. I don't really watch TV, but I wanted to watch Wednesday. I did manage to watch a couple of episodes, but I feel like I'm going to have a gap now before I get to watch the rest of it. So I'm probably have to rewatch the second series. But yeah, I really just focused on scrapbooking. And as I said, I did get really far along in my wedding album. Before I went to my friend's house, I hadn't even finished putting the photos in. But now all the photos are in. I've embellished every pocket. I've added my larger photos. I've done all like the little embellishments, so I'm really running out of things to put in there now. There's just an odd page that I want to sort, just some 12 by 12s that I want to, add bits in, and I need to do the writing, and I think that's it really. I do need to obviously stamp on the binder itself, like what I want to put in the little sort of title bits on the side. But other than that, I think it's pretty much done, which means my next album will be my mini moon. So Joe and I actually went to Yorkshire Dales at the end of July after the wedding for 2 nights only, but we did do loads of stuff, and I obviously want to include, do an album on it, because it was like a little bit of a break for us, because obviously we didn't go to our actual honeymoon in Japan until November, so this was just an excuse to sort of get away and relax after years of wedding planning. So that was exciting. So I'm excited to do that, because that would be like a country nature sort of album. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this week, and I'll be back with part 2 shortly. Thank you very much.